Hey guys, Wise Gamer here, bringing you another indie game review. This time we're looking at Maximum Override, a game by Alien Trap Studio. This game just came out on January 25th on Steam for full release. It is $7 currently, so pretty cool game. It's pretty simplistic as far as how much gameplay it has and stuff like that, but for $7, it's not a bad price for it either. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the review. So basically, Maximum Override is one of those destruction games, so I kind of attribute it similar to like a goat simulator, but a little bit different. Instead of just being a goat and running around and causing as much havoc as possible, or even having like the in-game achievement type things, like jumping off of buildings and stuff like that. You basically are kind of like they call it like a possessing god, I guess, almost, where you can kind of like take over police cars and just run them into buildings and destroy everything. You can take over a helicopter and crash it into bridges and buildings and skyscrapers, stuff like that. And it's basically like a randomly generated city that happens within like two different types of cities, basically. So there's two like full procedural generated cities, environments basically at the moment. You get full controller support, you go through, and the whole idea is you just take over different vehicles, whether it's like a crane and you swing the wrecking ball around and crash through buildings, or UFOs and spaceships and helicopters and sports cars and stuff like that. And you just got to destroy as much as you can to get as much havoc as possible to get a high score. That being said, that's really the end of the gameplay. I mean, that's a full game. There's two different game modes currently. Just destroy as much as you possibly can in an arcade fashion, where you're just trying to get the highest score possible. And then there is a kill the G-Man, which is like the government agents. So there's so many, like, 10, 15, 20 agents on the map, depending on how the map's generated. And you just got to try to kill them all through whatever means possible. So whether it's knocking down the building that they're in, or running them over, zapping them with your alien ray at your UFO ship type thing, like all that type of stuff too. And there's a couple unique things, like as you go through the level, there's like a missile silo that'll generate in one of the levels, and if you hit all 4 buttons around the thing or destroy all 4 objects around the silo will open, and that reveals a UFO that I was talking about. So there's little things like that, but there's not enough like really Easter eggs or anything like that to really kind of get into it. There's also like a sandbox Zen mode that happens too. I didn't get too much into that, but that's kind of just to do whatever you want without really having a timer or anything like that too. Basically, that's it for gameplay. There's not too much else in it, and that's why I was saying $7 I think is a fair price for it, because I'll probably get enough gameplay out of it to justify $7. But at the same time, I mean, there's not too much to the game. There's not a lot of meat to it, I guess. You just kind of run around, destroy stuff, and that's what the game's for, though. It's just those people that just want to hop in, destroy a bunch of things, and move on. And I gotta say, they do that part of it very well. Visually, the game's pretty good too. It runs pretty well. There are a few frame rate stutters that you might actually see in the recording as well. I really couldn't do anything about it. The game has pretty low recommended specs even, not just minimum, but recommended. I have a really beefy computer, but for some reason I was still getting frame rate stutter in it as well. I think it's just a matter of so much destruction and chaos going on screen at once that sometimes you get that little bit of stutter that happens. And we see that in, like I said, other games like Goat Simulator and things like that too. Audio-wise, the music, there was a couple tracks that just seemed to loop over and over again. They definitely set a mood for just like a chaotic scene. Just kind of a generic type thing there. Nothing too crazy good or, really bad or anything like that. It sets the mood well. Replayability-wise, like I said, not a whole lot as far as like going back and doing things other than just leaderboards and I guess playing the same 2 levels. I'm hoping that they release either like more cities or more game modes or something to do, because I think it's a lot of potential in the game. It's just right now there's not too much to it. So for $7, or when it first came out it was like $6, it had like $1 off for a Steam sale for the release. I think it's worth it because you'll get some time out of it, but there's just not too much. Like if they introduce maybe multiplayer where you can do like local co-op or online co-op to destroy each other, that'd be kind of cool. Or if one player was like a G-Man running away from the destructive player who can take over any machine in the area, I think there's a lot of cool gameplays like that. So hopefully they do some patches or some updates that'll allow you to do things like that. That being said, I think if it goes on sale again, I would recommend picking it up. It's fun to destroy things and stuff like that too, and just kind of take over stuff. Like the crane was a whole lot of fun, just swinging it around and getting the ball to smash into stuff, or taking over the helicopter and just running into buildings and watching them get demolished. Like that was a lot of fun. I just wish there was a little bit more meat to the whole thing. So hope you guys enjoyed the video though. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I do reviews Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so definitely check it out. I have a whole playlist here as well. You can see my last video right here, and all my other videos as well. Other than that though guys, hope you enjoyed, hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye!